Good morning, morning breathers. Happy Friday. Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We're joined in studio today by Let's Go This Way. Mount Pleasant Mike has joined us graciously.
Sitting in Matt's chair today because
You get boss man Matt's
the boss
chair.
is gone. This
How's
is
that
going to be an
feel over
episode.
there?
It's comfy actually. How did he get the comfy chair? I guess he gets the comfy chair. It's
Yeah,
true.
he's the boss.
That's true.
The boss. We also have John the Voice.
Good morning.
You know, if I was introducing Twitter or X, I'd say formerly known as.
Formerly known as John the Rookie.
Yeah, now we have John the Voice, formerly known as.
Oh, okay. That's right.
You get
Okay,
it.
I got you.
Yeah. And then Steady Eddie,
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction.
Alex P. Snyder, who
to
I
be here.
walked to work with this morning.
Yeah, I saw you. You
had your
scared
waffles.
me.
You had waffles.
Yeah, I had waffles with
Eating
some syrup
waffles in
on
the
them.
rain.
I gave you a honk as I drove by. You see that? I noticed I didn't give you a ride. I should
Scare the
have.
shit out of us.
They were in. They had the umbrella going on because it's raining outside.
I didn't even share it with Alex.
No.
Nice. Well, you had the nice suit on though.
Well,
you always have that
the
nice
wind was
jacket.
blowing.
Always very
What am I
dapper.
gonna do?
Yeah, he
I had a
is.
He
rain
has a
jacket on.
hood.
True.
He had a hood.
He is dapper though, isn't he? When he walks in, like
Yeah,
he is
just,
like
you
man
know,
on the town. Dapper.
even if you didn't know him, like you'd see him walking on the street, like I don't know who that is, but that's somebody.
He's important.
That's somebody.
He's important here. Yeah.
Somebody that wears a jacket. That's what that is. So it's almost polo season, guys.
Hey, I've been owning
You're
it
there.
since I got the extra insulation, so I'm at 10 degrees early.
Yeah,
with my polos every
I gotcha.
year. Yeah.
There comes a point in time where it's just too hot to wear a jacket.
Yep.
And that's when the polos come out. And
I love
those
that
are all summer.
I love that season where it's like the other day played a round of golf, not the one you're thinking of.
Okay.
But it's like you could wear shorts but long sleeves like
Yeah.
up top. Like that's my favorite kind of season. And everyone's like, I can't believe you're like someone will walk up to me when weather and they'll be dressed in pants and a polo and they'll be like, I can't believe you're wearing shorts. I'm like, I'm just doing what you're doing, inverted. Like you have long pants on, I have long sleeves on. It's just shifting it from upper to lower.
And
Like
when
I-
you're cold, you're not like, oh, my legs are cold. You're like, my arms are cold.
Yeah,
it makes what you're doing is making more sense
you
to me.
keep your core warm and that's all. That's it. You know, like
We're very serious about our attire over here, especially during golf season.
Do you wear a lot of sweater vests
you
in the
know.
fall?
No, more like not sweater vest. That's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Did you do like the Columbia vests or any vests at all? I'm
like
a vest guy.
like the finance bro vest. Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
I do that,
That's I do.
unfortunately.
I've done that too.
we
as
call
well.
it suburban dad vest when I lived in Dallas.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's
We have
perfect.
had lively discussion this morning, but let's start out with.
Well, we have no
black
screen this morning.
Let's start out with.
I tried to do it quietly, Alex. I texted you and was like, "Hey, can we have the screen?" I didn't want to be like shots fired. Like, "Hey,
We should have
Can you
hand
turn the
signals.
screen on?"
We should have
Oh, there he
hand
is.
signals.
He's up.
There it
just-
That over there.
the baseball.
Well, I did want to mention that Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Casey.
Thank you, Casey, and all the gang at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, sponsored by Hy-Vee. Woo! And Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. Thank you, Willie. Where
Yeah,
you guys
Willie.
at? Did you forget what you're supposed to do this morning?
That one's
Well,
not as
you know,
catchy.
Thanks, Willie.
So-
you're kind of like a nomad on a raft right
just
now with
go
how you're
wherever.
taking this thing. So we're just letting you go.
Listen, sometimes you follow along, or we're going to leave you behind. So
That's fair. Hey, I have a question about Hy-Vee real quick.
okay.
Where is the Hy-Vee in Washington?
Well, I'm the local.
Well, you know,
resident.
yeah, historian,
I know everything.
tour
about it.
guide.
Well, where's it at? Because like Fairfield, it's right on or on Burlington there. Mount Pleasant's right on Washington. Main drag. Every time I come in, I feel like I'm coming in from the east, right?
You
So,
do.
like,
That's
there's-
why, because it's on the west side. So
So
if you came in
it's
on the
on the
main
west side.
drag from the west side, like going towards
Where
the
are
east,
you coming from if you're coming on the west side?
Highway
Like,
1, Kelowna.
But like Kelowna,
Brighton.
Brighton. Okay.
Kelowna, you could, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I got you. I don't think I've ever taken that
Well,
route before.
see, the former location was right on the main drag on the west end,
Okay, what's the Goodwill? The Goodwill here. What that used to be?
Aldi's.
That was an Aldi's.
and before that was
That's
Jack
sad.
and Jill.
Okay. Okay.
See, that was
Let's
much
go way
discussed.
back to
still
Jack
sad
and
to
Jill
me.
days.
How is your Hy-Vee compared to like the Fairfield one, which is an amazing Hy-Vee?
It's smaller.
Smaller. Okay.
We don't have quite the same store.
Sure. Yeah, we're in the same boat. I think.
Well, I don't think I've seen Fairfield, but I heard Fairfield
It's-
is nicer than Mount Pleasant.
oh, they have
It's
they have a
nice.
Starbucks.
Yeah, Fairfield's
Do
just
they have
pretty
the
huge.
high chai?
Yeah, they have high chai.
High chai.
Hi, Jay.
Yeah,
They
that's
do.
Fairfields is pretty big. I have to make a comeback after I maligned Fairfield the other day. The Hy-Vee is top shelf.
Yeah,
it's
really
a
is.
solid Hy-Vee
Good,
for sure.
Good job, man. Aligning Fairfield, though. That's good. I usually do that about Washington, but hey, we can tag team
I was
together
gonna say,
against
the enemy of
Fairfield.
my enemy is my
Yeah,
friend.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
There's still time for you, Mike. Don't worry. I'm fully expecting it, but
Good morning to Kristen, Paula as well. And then I think I saw Denise in there. I had a surprise dinner with Denise and Kevin, and then Matt Brown and Joy, his wife. So they were eating at Two Bros here in town, and I walked in for some tacos last night, just real quick, and I was like, "Oh, hey guys!" And so we just started chatting up a storm and sat down. So yeah.
So, anything on your mind you want to talk about, Mike?
I'm still recovering from last night.
From the soccer game.
Soccer game, girls soccer game, Washington, Mount
Washington
Pleasant.
v. Mount Pleasant.
One of the most
Was it-
intense
it was at
battles.
Mount Pleasant?
It was in Washington. So
it
I've
Washington?
been here twice in less than 24 hours.
You could have got a room.
It's okay. It's okay.
God's
We'll
country.
get there. We'll get there.
Pretty soon, you should become one of us. You're going to want to move up here.
I do love the area. It's a beautiful drive. Sometimes I take that Wayland Trenton drive down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Rolling hills. One of my favorite drives in Southeast Iowa.
Fun fact, that little stop sign there in Trenton on the south side, not the north side, but the
Okay.
south side of Trenton going towards Mount Pleasant. When I was 16 years old, I got my first ticket. I slow rolled that stop sign. Like 8:30 one night,
And
I was
Highway
coming
Patrol
home.
was there ready to bust
county sheriff, and that was back. I don't know if they still do this, but that was back when they used to put the citations in the paper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and so all my friends like the next day and their parents like, oh, it was a whole thing. It was.
You know, the funny part is that's almost where I got my first ticket too. But
Hey, all
that's
right.
what we did in Mount Pleasant. When you got a new car, you went out to the Trenton Blacktop. They called it. So it's between 218 and Trenton,
Yep.
that road there. And you opened it up. Now don't do that anymore, watchers, because they will
Yeah.
get you. And it's also not safe and all the stuff
Gotta
we didn't
blow
think
the
about as
cobwebs
teenagers.
out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would try it out.
So part of my childhood, I lived just south of the Trenton Mountain Union and Turn.
Sure.
2 houses south of it. So I used to take
Oh, so
that
you're on
road
that
home
side.
all the time.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you would hit the gas. And my parents always had like an extended curfew. Okay, Mr. Clean, just relax over there. And so then.
We're talking important Henry
We're talking
County,
childhood memory
Washington
bonding
County.
over here on
Yeah.
camera, man. Jeez.
I need a tissue.
Anyway, the game was amazing. It was one of the best battles of soccer I have seen in a long time. And it was tight. And I feel for Washington. I really do, because, the ball was on Mount Pleasant's side, like our goal side, probably 2/3 of the game. Washington,
That appears like a
overall,
lot, because how long are these games? I really
these
know
things are
very little.
40-minute halves.
So 80 minutes of running up and down the field.
So probably 60 minutes of it, the ball was in front of the Mount Pleasant goal.
That's a lot.
And a lot of great saves, a lot of great plays, but Washington also had a lot of bad luck. Again, they have a great team, but they keep losing these nail biters.
However, I'm told that the goalie from Mount Pleasant is quite spectacular.
That might be my kid, so I'm a little biased.
There we
They
go.
had some good. They had
Let's
some
get a
good
plug in.
saves.
There's nothing wrong with being proud. If she was under that much pressure from the ball being on your side of the court or the pitch,
Yes,
that.
you got it. They
Way
wear
to
their
get
boots
that.
on the pitch. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. You got it.
so she's apparently got some talent. How many shots on goal did she?
They officially marked it as 10 saves,
Yeah.
and there was probably an additional 5 to 10 like could-haves, but they don't count those because they're not laying out for shots. But I'll tell you who did fantastic though was Charissa Huerta. She'll be a college star in a couple years. She's a junior. I think she was Conference Player of the Year last year, if I recall. And she had a goal off a penalty kick that was amazing. From way out, and just dropped it in with the wind right above the goalie. Had no chance. It was that
Wind
kind of
would be
shot.
difficult.
It was crazy last
You
night.
better make some adjustments.
Yeah.
When you're playing soccer, if a windy day.
But if you guys haven't gotten out and seen the Washington Club play, get
Go
out
watch it.
before the end of the year. They need some encouragement. They're a really good team, and
there
they've just been
bleachers?
losing these. Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Good.
It's over there at your sports complex. There, they have
Mm-hmm.
small bleachers.
I just never noticed if there was bleachers because I'm going right to the softball diamond.
Oh, sure.
That's what I've got softball in my brain.
It's that season, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, I don't. We were talking before, and I'm wondering at the of 8U baseball tonight. But with all this rain today, I don't think we'll. I won't be. I should say it this way. I won't be surprised if it gets canceled tonight because there's a lot of rain.
I think we're going to get a break today. This is me, meteorologist Tim, coming in.
I trust you.
We're going to get a little break today, but tonight is.
And then it's going to come back in again. Yeah, and it's if the fields are already super wet, I know Ryan, and it's like, and he wants to protect the field, so he's like, we don't want to just absolutely destroy him, and so it'll be if I had to guess, I could be wrong, but if I had to guess, that's probably what'll happen.
Yeah, you never know. You play out there at the wellness park.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be, they're going to be able to take some water.
Yeah.
It might be okay. Something else I kind of want to touch on. This is just a little bit of a story. We're not going to use names right now, but I heard a little story about you, John,
Okay.
in a pickup basketball game.
Oh boy.
And
this is not
hold on.
good. Oh, this is not good. Oh, I know where you're going with
Yeah.
this. Oh yeah. No, this is good. Actually,
No, it's a good one. And you came up against, I don't know what team. I don't know. Just tell me a little more about it. But you're on a team and you're playing a guy that is that has rediscovered his youth, right?
Yeah. So context on this. So this would have been, I think, last year sometime.
Yeah.
So I don't play consistently at all anymore. All. So
Athletic,
at
right?
all. But it doesn't matter how. If you are not in shape, if you can't breathe when you're running up and down the court, like all bets are off, right? So I hadn't played for like a year, and then since the last time, and the time before that, it was like a couple times in a year. So my friend Josh Schaefer from Browns was like, "Hey, just come out to Kelowna, come play with us." And I'm like, all right, I'm going to drag my old ass out there on the floor and
Just
try to compete, right? So I'm out there on the court, and I'm kind of matching up, and I'm looking, I'm kind of, how do you're sizing people up, like you never played against them before. You're thinking, all right, maybe I can hang with this guy, maybe he's like me, maybe he's not as in shape. Anyway, so in this particular game, I wasn't really necessarily doing that. Everybody else was kind of grabbing, and I was like, oh, there's guys just standing right in front of me. Never seen him before, never met him before, whatever. I was like, all right, similar height, a little bit broader shoulders than me or whatever else. And I'm like, all right,
and quickly, you were a college athlete.
So a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Little tiny independent Baptist college out in California. Played out there. So yeah. So,
You played in Cali.
So, but it was
What was the zip code out there?
Big time.
So it was out in the high desert, actually.
You guys go by zip codes out there, don't you?
I mean, they go by zip codes here, I think, last I checked.
No, but,
so you mean area codes? I think you mean like.
Do they do area codes?
So yeah, the 313 like Detroit last night. Anyway, which we'll get to the draft soon. Well, anyway, so we can do this fast. This dude promptly goes out there. And like he's playing like with his hair on fire. I mean, this son of a gun. I'm trying not to cuss right now because I was cussing a lot in that game. Like I'm like, who the frick is this guy? He's raining threes. Mike, my hand is right here in his face. I mean, I'm all over this guy, and he's just putting stuff up left and right. I mean,
you picked him up at full court.
I picked him up at like a few feet inside. I mean, I feel like, gosh dang, am I guarding Steph Curry right now? Like, is this the illegitimate son of Chris Mullins? Like, who are we talking about right now?
That is probably more accurate right there.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what is going on? And he is hitting everything. And then the next game, dude hits like 2 shots. I mean, like he's having a night, but I'm watching. I'm like, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this game to see if this son of a gun hits more. And sure enough, the next game, he misses like 5 or 6 shots. And I'm sitting over there like,
What the heck?
where was this? Like, where was this last game? I was like, great. I haven't played for a year. I come in here and I get my ass beat and embarrassed and just walk off with my tail between my legs. Fast forward to, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Tim has his night as
the
improv night. Right. And so I slipped in and had a bite of pizza with him and his family and everything afterwards. They were celebrating. And this dude sitting next to me, in my mind, I've never met him before. He's wearing glasses. We're talking, and I'll let you finish the rest of the story, Tim.
Turns out this guy who just embarrassed the heck out of John the Voice.
Yep.
In one basketball outing, to be fair, it's 1 Jed, 0 John.
Yeah.
Turns out, so we sit down and you guys visit, and I think you kind of give each other the "I think I know you" look.
Yeah, but we don't know from where.
Yeah, and so you leave. We just have a piece of pizza, and you've got other things to do. And Jed says to me, and what Jed is my daughter's significant other.
Oh.
And he says, I know that guy. I don't know how. Something. We get to talking, and then he remembers it was a basketball game.
He goes, I lit that dude up like a Christmas tree. I was like, I absolutely
he remembers careering on you.
Oh my word! I'm telling you, I remember looking over at Josh, and I'm like, he looks at me, and he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what? It was just that night. Like, and anybody who's played sports at all, whatever else, you just have those nights where you're just like, it's just unconscious.
It's exactly how he told the story to us too. He says it was just one of the. It didn't matter what I did. It was going in.
It honestly, it did not. I mean, there was two. Like, he was fading away. I mean, it was. Yeah. I went home and I was just like, what what just happened? I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm like, this.
There's a lot of criteria a father looks at when his daughter's dating somebody.
Yeah,
that's that'd be a good one. I think I'd just nod at him and be like, you pass.
Had a kid.
Good job. You crushed John.
Yeah.
Well done.
You crushed John.
Yeah. Now I got to like run for the next year, and then I got to go up there and I got to see if he's there, and I'm like, all right, we're doing this again. But I don't know. We'll see.
Good stuff. Listen, we better take a little break, shouldn't we, Alex?
Let's do it.
All right. We'll be right back.
At SeaFirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with SeaFirst today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Step back in time and create unforgettable memories of the 2024 Midwest Little Threshers reunion. Gather the family and immerse yourselves in the nostalgic charm of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and the horses. Whether it's the savory delights from the North Village to the log cabin or the unforgettable concerts, this is where memories are crafted. Plan now to bask in the history of the past from August 29th to September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for details. Don't miss this chance to make timeless memories.
Good morning, morning breathers. Welcome back. I'm your host, Tim Elliott, joined in studio by Alex P.
Good to be here.
Don't be so quiet over there. I know. We had a long story, Alex, but...
Yeah.
And then, well, hang on. I got something for you. And also, Mount Pleasant Mike.
Good morning. To be here again.
I'm glad you came down. What color is that truck of yours? What do they call it?
We don't know. They call it like a silver gray, but it's actually like a bluish gray.
Yeah. It's a cool color.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's the only one they had in the lot of the model I wanted, so that's why I got it. But I do like the color. Yeah, it's sort of fun.
Very good. Yeah. We're glad you came up. And John the Voice, very passionate about basketball.
Just very passionate in general, Tim.
It's really kind of, that's why we call him the Voice.
I know, and I'm also the resident wind-up toy. I get it. You know, you just press the buttons and away we go.
We spent the whole break. We spent the whole commercial with John demanding a rematch.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get on the floor. It just fired me all up all over again.
Jed is a big time listener. He does not contribute.
No, I'm sure he's out there. All right, Jed.
He's watching.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And he's probably putting on gym shorts and going.
Let's
go.
He's already like, hey man, He's like, I'm miles ahead of you already, John. So it's not like he's got to do much of anything. I'm the one that has to put all the work in. So
how long do you need, John, and then I'm getting in shape to feel like you can compete again?
Probably a year.
So we got a year. So next April, we're going to host a basketball tournament right outside. We'll
block the road off
right up on the road.
Just make it an entire town event. Just do
John Jed part 2.
You know, I was doing okay, and then I had a friend message me and was like, "Oh, that's funny. Jed kicked your ass," and I was like, "All right, okay. Now we're gonna talk about it. All right, sounds good."
Nice.
Well, here's something else I want to talk about really quick. I want specifically, I'd like Alex's feelings on the NFL draft last night.
Specifically.
And then you guys can chime in. You guys, the three of you are combined, you are bigger fans than I. I used to be a great big NFL fan. And then something happened and I'm no longer such a big fan. I don't enjoy it near as much.
Are you saying guys, Alex is an NFL fan?
I'm as shocked as you. So
this is the first time I've watched a draft. There was so much talk about the Caleb Williams stuff. I just, it captured my attention.
I love it. Go.
And I don't look too much into who people draft because like obviously the people drafting are way smarter. And that's like when a coach makes a play, I'm like, that coach obviously knows more than me.
Don't give in so easy.
But
I'm waiting for the however, but here we go.
However,
there we go.
The Atlanta Michael Penix Jr. pick without telling Kirk Cousins, it kind of blew me away. I'm not going to lie.
Do you think, even telling him, because they told him while he was on the clock, I wouldn't care if I'm Kirk Cousins, I wouldn't care when the heck you told me. I'm like, what are you doing? We're supposed to compete right now. They got two really good running backs. They got a great tight end that they never used. Shout out to Arthur, the coach. That guy's anyway. I'll leave that alone. The former coach. And then you got Drake London, the receiver. Like you could have picked up the receiver that Chicago then took later on. Like I'm trying to think, is it Roman? I forget how to pronounce his name, but like they flubbed that all up so bad. Like you pay this guy 4 years, like whatever it was, like millions and millions of dollars. And then you're like, oh yeah, we're going to draft another quarterback. Yeah. You could have had a top 10 skill position talent. What are you doing?
Chime in, Alex.
And
there we go.
And it's not even like they drafted like a younger quarterback coming out of college. Like this guy's already 25.
Yes.
So like by the time Kirk Cousins gets out of there, like they just paid him $50 million. They're going to play him.
Absolutely.
And this guy's going to be like 28, 29 by the time he gets to play.
And did you see the owner for the Falcons, Arthur Blank? He's like giving it to the GM, like in a video afterwards. And the GM is like, it's like that look where I'm like, I'm in trouble with my dad and I'm trying to I've really effed up here and I'm trying to explain. As one of my friends said it last night, he goes, it looked like he was saying, hey, I know I've really screwed up here, but I still have a plan and let me convince you. And the owner's just looking at him like, like I'm looking at the guy like, yeah, like please tell me how you're gonna like make this right. It was like all over social media and stuff last night too. Complete screw up. Shaver, $180 million. Was it $180 million that they paid? They're paying Kirk Cousins. Wow. $180 million.
He's not a bad quarterback.
He is not as well.
No, he's actually a very good quarterback.
He would have solved their quarterback problem for a few years.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they go do this.
They're ready to compete now, and then they're like, "Well, let's just do this." Like, but this morning, we could recap the moment. We just started talking about the draft, and out of left field, out of nowhere, from the top ropes, Alex is like, "Hey, let me tell you about the Atlanta Falcons pick," and me and Mike are like,
"Wait, what?" Alex,
what?
And it wasn't even like I happened to watch the draft. He was like legitimately like thrown by it, like upset. Like this is a horrible move by the Falcons.
Broke it down in detail, and Mike's like, "Whoa, hold on here." But
Alex likes football.
Now, did you like your favorite team's pick later in the draft? That's my question.
I only watched like the top 15 picks, and Baltimore didn't pick till later.
Your favorite team is Baltimore?
Yeah, I like Baltimore.
Gotcha. It's all good. They picked a good cornerback.
Why do you like Baltimore? Ray Lewis?
There's no good answer.
Okay,
I just had to pick a team when I was like 12, and I was like Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
And I picked them.
I was telling these guys earlier before we went on the show too, I've been detoxing for the last 5 years since I moved.
It feel good.
It feels so good. I used to have to be a Dallas Cowboys fan. You have to be if you live in Dallas. It's really so hard. It really is. They think they're America's team. It's all this. You can't have conversations on Sunday afternoon with people.
There's no richer team in the league. Right, I don't think,
and
they've got more money
relative to Super Bowl champions. It's pretty bad if you think about it. Yeah,
Last year was their year.
Every year it's their year in their mind.
And they I thought it was just Tony Romo, but apparently it's the.
Oh no, yeah, I couldn't even tell you anybody on their team anymore. It's fantastic. I don't care. Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
You know, to Alex's point, he said when he was 12, he picked a team. Do you realize, I was reading this one time, it was kind of funny. It's like a lot of people, and they said in the comments, it was like men particularly, he's like, they'll pick a team, sports team when they're young, and they will let it ruin their emotional health for the rest of their lives. And I'm like, yep, that's a fact.
I mean, look at all the Cubs fans out there.
Hey, I will tell you in our chat right now is the most diehard fan. Josh Schaefer is a diehard Minnesota fan. This guy, everything Minnesota. You will not find a more loyal fan to his fan base than this guy. I mean, it's Vikings, it's the Twins. I mean, it's the Timberwolves. I mean,
does Josh have connections to Minnesota, or he just chooses it because he live in Iowa?
No. So his dad was a big Minnesota fan, and so ever since we were children, I mean, he is like now, like the other night we were out there watching the Timberwolves game, just pacing the floor back and forth, you know, whatever. I mean, like
they have a shot this year too.
I've seen some chairs thrown during Vikings games in my lifetime. That's all I'm gonna say. But but just salute to diehard fanship. Yeah. Josh is one of those.
Well, Tim, who do you cheer for? Do you have like
football?
Any like? Do you have a particular region or area or sport that you like most of all that you cheer for and pay attention to?
I like women's volleyball.
Seriously?
Well, I do like volleyball, but really, probably my favorite thing would be golf.
Golf?
Yeah, I love it. The PGA is in trouble.
Yeah.
But they've made some announcements there,
giving away some money to the loyalists. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So that's going to help, but we need to resolve this Live PGA thing, because the PGA is going to suffer even more if Scotty Scheffler just keeps winning everything. So
you can't help it that he's good.
What's your take on the Waste Management tournament in Phoenix? Do you think that's good for the game or bad for the game?
It's out of control.
Yeah.
But before they started throwing hundreds of cups of beer on the green, it was fine.
See, I that's so entertaining to me. Like I might be one of those on the opposite of the spectrum, because I'm clearly not a purist, and Tim is certainly a purist.
Well, no, I don't mind
golfer.
the raucous laughter and screaming and yelling. That's fine.
The alcohol being thrown. That was the video that got my attention this last year. I was like, what is going on? This is insane.
We've got to take a break.
Oh, we got to get going. Here we go.
Let's take a break, because we could do this all day, I think. So we'll be right back.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
I'm Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers and sellers, to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Welcome back, Morning Breathers. We are already at 30 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and I want to first say that, man, Alex did some work. We had some Iowa City Police report that we were going to get to. We're going to save that for another day. It will be talked about.
There's some good ones on
there.
there.
The problem is when we get the three of us together and no boss man Matt, we stray
a little bit,
but we're like,
it's fun.
Dad's not home.
Or do we expand?
We progress. Like the GM of the Atlanta Falcons. We go our own way.
I can just see Arthur. I mean, he's just, this is my money, Nimrod. All right, listen. We've got. I've said all my.
Now you're the one.
All my everybody's thing, right? Okay. Let's get set for the day. Mike, you get to do this.
I get to do the set. Wear rain gear. That's probably the best way to put it. It's rainy today. We got storms coming in. High is 61, low of 47. We've already hit the low. Currently in Washington, Iowa, it's 48 degrees. Right here. Now, I didn't do a check on any other towns, but I'm going to say Mount Pleasant, Missouri, which is only an hour south of here. So I'm going to say it's
Mount Pleasant, Missouri is further than that.
Is it a little farther than that?
It's
I see. I'm already half an hour south of you, so I'm getting. Anyway. Mount Pleasant, Missouri. I'm guessing it's raining there. I'm going to go with because they're close enough that they could be hitting that same storm. I'm going to say it's raining. I'm going to make it up. Their high is 68 today. Who knows? But this weekend, Saturday is 80 degrees. It's going to be nice. Maybe a stray storm coming through. We are in that little window, that little red. Could be severe storms this weekend. Yeah, just keep an eye on the weather. Things to do. Okay, this is actually a pretty fun weekend coming up. Yeah. Fairfield alone has a Fairfield 360 House of Music. Join us this Saturday for an electrifying house music event that will keep you dancing until midnight. You
should go down there, John.
Fairfield Arts and Convention Center.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like a really fun time.
Doesn't it?
It actually sounds pretty fantastic.
They have some great events and fun entertainment in Fairfield. Nice. First DJ starts at 8 p.m. Mount Pleasant, the Southeast Iowa Orchestra is performing 20th Century Titans, featuring.
They're still practicing at the Westline, aren't they?
No, that's closed now. They're renovating the chapel now. Finally, they're fixing it up.
That's directed by a Washington guy, by you,
Bob
McConnell.
Bob McConnell. He's a Washington guy too. Mm-hmm. He's technically a St. Louis guy right now.
Oh, is he?
Down there. He has a hog farm up here in Washington County.
Okay.
Good guy. They're going to be featuring violinist Magdiel Antiquera. Yeah.
That person.
Yep. At the Mount Pleasant First United Methodist Church on Sunday. The show starts at 6:30. And then the Washington County YMCA Kewash Half Marathon, that's 10K or 5K, is tomorrow beginning at 8 a.m. I don't know if there's rain plans or not on that, but several streets around downtown and toward the trail will be blocked.
Run is the rain plan. So
run regardless. Are you running? Alex?
There's my question, Alex.
No way.
You want me to get you signed up quick? I know somebody at the water.
I'm actually in Monticello this weekend, so
as it turns out,
fair enough.
All weekend.
All right. There will be trails and streets blocked off. Just be aware if you're driving around or want to ride on the trails. There will be some issues there. Let's see. This day in history, 12 days after assassinating President Abraham Lincoln, John Wilkes Booth was killed at a Virginia farm, either by federal agents or by his own hand. They're not sure. 1865. You ready for the dad joke?
There are theories.
I was going to say, man, we got no time today. Don't go on it.
There's a whole. It's like a movie coming out about that.
Never gone this long.
I know. I apologize.
This is nobody's fault, but we're taking all of the blame. All of us. Go.
Here's your daily dad joke. Why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands.
Kind of like the
nice
joke.
Nice job. Well done. Hey, Mike, thanks very much for coming and joining us today. We look forward to Fridays with you. It was fun to get you and John together.
I was gonna say this might be a not
Matt
a
won't
main
let
time
us
thing.
back on together
No,
again?
because Matt will be back, so there will be no room. So I'll be,
there might be room because I'm gone. I'm gone here for a week pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Talk about that.
We'll
later.
figure that out. All right.
Thank you all for joining. If you liked what you saw, heard, listened to, please hit those buttons and likes and talk to you. I'm the old school. Just tell somebody that you meet on the street. Hey, do you listen to Morning Breath? You should do so. Here's how you do it. And I don't know how you do it. Southeast, what is it, Alex?
SCIA Live.
It's not my thing to know this stuff.
Smash that like button.
You just smash the like button.
Just hit the button.
Share it on Facebook.
We have set a record. This is 7:50. It's time to go. We'll see you. Have a great weekend. Stay dry.